fantastic. What a delight. And you are Volt. Cool, so our protagonist here is a Protoss player and the antagonist a Terran. Haven't seen that one before. Goodness me. Alright, so Cloud Kingdom. I've always thought that Cloud Kingdom's a bit of a bitch to take a 4th on. Because, you know, you've got your 2nd, that's quite easily defendable. You've got your 3rd. Again, with like an effective SimCity, you'll be on it. But then these 2 expansions could just kind of feel a bit out there, you know? I don't know. That's just how I've always felt about Cloud Kingdom. But Volt is putting everything down by the absolute letter. Pylon 9, Assimilator, Pylon 9, Gateway 13, Assimilator 14, Pylon 16, and then another Cybernetics core. Well, the Cybernetics core. That's roughly it. I believe the very, very standard, very, very, very standard blah-de-blah. And actually, Killer Koala in the chat there is actually agreeing with me on how hard it is to take a 4th. And it is completely true. It really is a complete bastard to take a 4th in. Oh, unbelievable. Nevertheless, we have a Grimm right here who is going to be stopping Volt from taking his natural expansion in true style. Oh dear, oh dear. Engineering Bay going down. And it looks like Volt is just going to be adding on gateways. No problem there. But meanwhile, Grimm has actually got away with expanding himself. He has got the bunker there, which of course is the scariest thing that any Protoss can ever see, ever, is a bunker. On their opponent's natural. And the Zealot is coming down with his awesome looking side blades and just coming to take out the engineering bay. I've got my GSL camera angles going on there as well. All good freaking times. Oh yeah. Sick. Sick as hell. Awesome. So no real surprises, and I don't really hope that you'll mind that I say it's no real surprises that we're going to see a Bio play against Protoss, because Bio versus Protoss is just the absolute bomb. Or at least it is until High Templar start rolling around. Because then when the High Templar start rolling around, you can slowly become a bit messed up. And when I say messed up, I mean doomed. Because, you know, well, High Templar and their Psystorm are absolutely horrific versus Terran. Especially Terrans that can't micro 2-1. But that's why Viper, you know, won the last match and so on and so forth, because Viper's micro is actually pretty good, really. Not bad. At freaking all robotics bay on the way. Surely the first thing out of there will be an observer, because we can tell this of the rally point right there. Nothing special. And of course Tech Lab's going down straight away for Grimm too. Now I just want to really know like how greedy both these players are playing. I know that Grimm is actually slightly ahead there, actually because of the fact that he managed to block off his opponent's Nexus for so long. And it's kind of forced Volt to go and get 3 gateways and a robo at the same time as expanding. Now I'm not sure if that's what Volt would usually do. He is in the chat. But the best, to my knowledge, it's usually 2 gateways, robo, expand, and then get tons and tons of gateways afterwards. That's what I think. Twilight Council coming down right now, and of course that's probably to get charged and High Templar and all of that lovely stuff that kills Terran so freaking easily. Oh yes. The bunkers are all completely full up now, so no Protoss army will pass here at any point soon. And of course Volt actually owning both the Xel'Naga towers at the moment, which of course gives him a massive advantage because he can see when Terran is coming for him. And he'll need to know that because Protoss is a reactive race, a bit like Zerg. But Volt easily has the army to take care of any sort of shenanigans that comes out. And there we go, we have the High Templar coming down through the Templar archives. Fantastic. And I'm sure that they're going to have Psystorm and all of that really, really juicy stuff pretty dang soon. And actually, for Protoss players, quite a lot of the time Protoss players will go and get their Colossus first. Colossus are a little bit safer because there's a little bit less teching required to go and get them. And plus, like, Colossus are a very formidable thing. They're very easy to use. They're a bit of a 1A, really. Also, like, while you're teching 2 Colossus, you can also pump out some Immortals if your opponent's going a Marauder heavy build, and stuff like that. But many Protoss these days are just starting to get, especially high-level Protoss, may I add, are actually starting to just go ahead and get Psystorm really, really quickly. Because it absolutely does put the Protoss onto a horrible, horrible little tangent. Hello, Greg153, who is in the chat. Very nice to see you, indeed. Very nice to see you, indeed. So we do have Charge and Psystorm, and actually, as far as a Terran goes, having your Protoss opponent having those in the mid-game is about as bad as a nightmare as you can get, especially if they finish at roughly the same time, and your opponent has lots of Zealots. But nevertheless, we can hopefully see quite clearly there through the little tooltip. The Psionic Storm costs 75 energy, and as soon as this upgrade finishes, Volt will have enough energy between his High Templar for 2 Psystorms, which will completely decimate this measly little force of Marines and Marauders right here. Also, let's not forget Feedback, another great ability for Medvacs, just bringing them down absolutely. And actually, Medvacs being fed back are like one of the most hilarious death animations, and here we go, we have a big fight coming in here. Force fields, nice force fields, really nice force fields. Oh my goodness gracious me! Volt does not play around at all. At all. Very, very nice force fields, and that is the way it should absolutely be done. Oh, and 1-0 to Volt so far. Absolutely awesome force field. Some of the best. Some of the best. Absolutely crazy, dude. Crazy. So, congratulations to Volt. I think that was the best force field and Psystorm combination I've ever seen from somebody who doesn't get paid to play Starcraft all the time. That is if you're not pro. Really nice. Really nice. I'm thinking about like doing like a kind of best bits like program on YouTube or something, where I kind of get the best bits of each stream from each week and put them as a little block on a Friday or something like that. That is the kind of thing I would put for best micro of the week. But there we are, back in the base here. We have from Volt an attack unfortunately coming in for him. Let's have a look at the units killed. Okay, so not massively large amount of units killed right here, but Grimm finding a nice place to be able to come in and try and do some damage right now, and he is actually going to be able to do a fair amount of damage. Something that Volt will not want to happen is the Templar Archives to be taken out, but I don't know. Oh, and there it was. The feedback. The feedback. The feedback. Yeah, I completely agree with Greg in the chat. There was that kind of like, oh god, I'm force field. Run, run, run. Like, it didn't actually seem like Terran knew what to do. They were absolutely fantastic Psionic Storms. And you know what? It's actually things like that which will completely win a game for a Protoss player so damn quickly. Yeah. Alrighty then, so we do have in the top right hand corner Grimm going ahead and expanding right now, and actually Volt managing to get his expansion up as well. I think Grimm managed to expand a little while further back. The income tab definitely favours Grimm at the moment, but there are a lot of mules out on the map, so you can't necessarily say that, you know, that's an entirely fair representation of the income at the moment. But nevertheless, this factory is going to get sniped by the Stalkers. All of these guys wanted to do is change tyres on Hellions and, you know, be mechanics, and then, oh, go fly over here. It'll be great. It'll be such an adventure, and then all of a sudden, they are all probably, well, definitely going to die. You know, bang. Like, if you go to engineers college and you're like, oh, cool, I'm going to be an engineer and I'm going to fix tanks and it's going to be my dream job, and then someone gets you to fly around the map and get shot at. That's just horrible. Like, nobody should be allowed to have that happen to them. It's absolutely horrible. Anyway, 2+ weapons and 2+ armor on the way right now for our Protoss player Volt with the unreal Psystorm abilities. I'd actually like to see a show match between Volt and Viper. That would be pretty cool. Anywho. Grimm out here in the middle of the map looks like he means business with these ghosts, wanting to come and EMP the High Templar as well, but judging by how good those force fields were, he's going to have to EMP the sentries as well, really, otherwise he's going to be a bit trolloped, because Volt is quite clearly one of these gentlemen with his exceptional micro. Yeah, or Forsaken. Oh, Psystorm going down then. Ugh, my goodness me. Feedback on a ghost, that is not his day at all. Oh, and is the MP going to go up the cliff? It is. And yes, I think Grimm has made a big mistake right here because he hasn't realised there's loads of High Templars over to the left still. And he's just absolutely going to get Psystormed into the floor. And now it's just... Oh my goodness. Volt's army hardly moved throughout the whole thing. All of the killing was done with the Psystorm. Oh no, these poor Marines and Marauders are going to have to run away. One of the Psystorms has 22 kills. Volt looking angry, he's looking mad. He's going to be running across the map right now and just trying to kill off his opponent. He's done some really nice Psystorms twice in a row in this game. Good times indeed. Also Colossus out on the map as well, which of course has forced our Terran to build some Vikings as well. Oh, that must have hurt. Goodness me. 3+ weapons and armor on the way right now for our Terran player, Grimm. But Volt is at 199. No, he is in fact now capped, and he just doesn't care. He's going to be destroying those rocks. Marines and Marauders going to be blasting away at the Zealots. And I think this might actually be all she wrote for Grimm. Those Psystorms were absolutely intense, and that's helped him so much, but the Zealots are running ahead to a certain degree. Psystorms coming down right now, absolutely horrible, and the Marines and Marauders take the wrong decision and actually decide to walk through the Psystorms, and that's it. Grimm doesn't have an army anymore after that. That's possibly the worst thing you can do as a Terran, is run straight through an opponent's Psystorm like that to try and get out of it. No, you want to run away from the High Templar. Grimm is GGing, and Grimm has left the game. Oh my goodness. Crikey.